Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing our Advance Wars 2 normal campaign run. I'm wearing my glasses today, my eye was bothering me earlier, so you're going to see this nice little glare on my eyes here. Try to ignore it, I'm not the main attraction on this stream anyways. I mean, me playing is, and you guys probably want to see me, but we're going to be moving on and you guys can at least see the gameplay. So, we're going to be moving on to Blue Moon. Again, I have all the missions unlocked because I already played through the campaign, so we can play this in any order. However, I'm going to try to keep it, in order as much as possible from the missions that get unlocked. So first, we have, let's see, I'm going to play Toy Box first. This mission, I think, yeah, this is actually the one I played first. So we're going to be using Olaf today against Lash. This is one of my favorite missions to play. It does have a nice story to it, and this is also the map where you get the city with the lab plans, so you can go get the lab after, and we'll do that immediately after also. Alright, so let's go ahead and play the game. Let's keep moving, everyone. Advance. There's a city up ahead, we can rest there. Commander, you certainly in high spirits today. Yeah, boss, you're unusually jolly. Is it gonna snow or something? Pardon me, Commander, but may I ask where we're going? Haha, it's about time someone asked me that. To tell the truth, we will soon arrive in the town where I was born. Well, I'll be. You didn't just spring forth from snow up north? Nothing quite like the old hometown, is there? Indeed, it's been many years since I left to join the army. I imagine everyone will be surprised to see how far I've come. Ho ho ho, yes. So you're really just looking to show them how important you are, eh?
Okay.
Watch out, y'all. Olaf's coming home. The city's coming into view, sir. It's... What? What's happened here? And if you guys can guess, or if you already know, of course, Lash has made this into her quote-unquote toy box. Alright.
Welcome to my playground.
Welcome to my playground. Since you come so far, would you like to play? Love the beer, by the way. No, you fiend. What? You don't like what I've done with the place? My home, the town square. What have you done to them? Home, square? Oh, you must be talking about all those buildings I cleared out to make way for my field test. Sorry about that, Gramps. But I have a hidden surprise in one of these properties. So she actually tells you that there's a hidden surprise. Think you can find it? I'd love to see you try. Tee-hee-hee. Grit, Colin, stay out of this one. This fight is mine alone. So in the original game, I think there's extra dialogue that isn't mentioned here, but I think Olaf talks about the town, and like he's mentioning about the town square. I think there was other things he mentions, but I guess the reboot took it out. In any case, so we got a simple mission here. It's really small, but it will take a little while just because of like there's this mountain range here that's going to make it harder to traverse through here. Only one unit at a time from the top or bottom. And also getting to her HQ, there's only one pathway as well. So let's go with Co's. Olaf here, he's a snow CO. His units ignore snow movement penalties, but rain affects them the same way snow would do, which is pretty much it doubles movement cost. His co-power is Blizzard, makes it snow for a turn, pretty simple, which hurts enemy COs, not himself. It also hurts your allies too, so if you're playing on a map with allies, Blizzard will not help you, or help the allies, it'll also slow them down. And then his Super CO power, one of the best ones in the game, Winter Fury, makes it snow for a turn, and it deals 2 damage to all enemy units. Really strong, and it only costs 7 stars, so you get fairly quickly, and the fact that it makes it snow again makes it good for Olaf, bad for enemies. Otherwise, he's very neutral, straight, even fire across the board. And of course, we're facing Lash, so we don't really have to go over her again. So we'll go ahead and just start by building some infantry. We're going to try to capture his properties early on, make some money. Definitely want to get that base in the middle. I could capture the city for now, it's okay. We're in no hurry to move out, we just want to get some money. We definitely want to start building tanks and such as quickly as possible. So I'm going to ignore this city right here, and we're actually going to move forward and get onto that city to the left. Because Lash is also going to think the same thing, and I want to make sure I stop her from capturing it. The best way to do that is to have my infantry on the city for defense. So this infantry is going to go over here and start capturing the base. We'll have the other infantry that I just built come and capture the properties. So let's see, she has just built a recon, so we're going to go ahead and build a tank in this base, and we'll send it straight towards her. Ouch. So without the extra city defense, that would have been a bad engagement, but I wanted to make sure she did not take that city away from me. Because she could have started taking it this turn, and if I left it to her, she would get a 30% attack boost, so I definitely wanted to make sure I was the one on the city. Move our tank forward, move our infantry, and again, let's build some more infantry here. And most maps, you know, build all your infantry early on, because once you get all your, properties, you'll just start pumping out tanks or artilleries and other units that you won't have time to constantly build infantry. So we're going to move this infantry back. We're going to go ahead and start capturing here. I don't want to kill this 2 because if we can keep it here, then only 1 infantry will attack me at a time. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit this recon. And then we can move you up here. Alright, and then this turn, let's see, we're going to get how much of my oops. So we'll have 14,000 next turn, unless he attacks this infantry, we'll have 13. So I think I probably want to build an artillery or something out of this base, so I think we'll build the tank back here for now. So that lash infantry in the mountains really hurt, extra 40% firepower. Even though I was on base, it still did 5 damage to me, so that really hurt. So we're going to ignore it. We're not going to let it get another strike on me. But what I can do is actually put my infantry here in the mountains. She'll attack me from the plains, which doesn't really help her at all. So we'll attack this infantry and we'll regroup here. And again, we'll move our tank forward here and then follow up with the infantry. I think I'll move this guy over here this turn. And we're going to build an artillery here. And the reason why I'm building the artillery is it'll be pretty strong against any unit that comes near my units. Help me kill them. And I'm going to need a medium tank eventually, so this will force me to save up some money this turn. With this infantry here also, it'll maybe attract that tank into attacking me. If not, it'll attack this tank on the forest, which is fine too, as long as my artillery can shoot on it next turn. Oh, I think I'll make this full HP actually. That was a mistake on my part. And we'll kill a couple more infantry. So she has another recon coming. She has a couple mechs. The mechs are a little bit scary, but not too bad. So let's see, we're going to do this. We're going to attack with our tanks. And again, now I can move my artillery up and start building more units out of this base. Let's see, we're going to have these infantry start capturing the city down here. This one has the lab plans. It's not that hard to get. This recon cannot attack me if I'm on the bridge, so this is safe. I'm gonna capture that city. I send an infantry over there to help out. And let's go ahead and build probably just a mech this turn. I want to save up and get that medium tank for sure. Especially with her having mechs coming in. Okay, so we can use our artillery once more. We can actually use the mech here too, so we can keep moving our tanks forward a little bit. So you go capture the city. Infantry moves forward. Like There we go. Let's go ahead and build that medium tank. Oh, I was gonna say, well, I can build Neo tanks, but normally you would not be able to build Neo tanks yet, not until you do the lab mission. So, I'll kind of keep that true to how it's supposed to be, and just wait. All right, so got a nice shot for artillery here, which means we can also use our infantry to kill, and we can actually kill the mechs with my tanks, which is really nice. So, good idea to have artillery. It's very good units, you know, for killing enemy mechs or tanks, because they can't hit you before you know, take damage from them. Let's go ahead and build, probably an anti-air, because it'll be good against the infantry. She too has an artillery of her own now. But if we can kill that infantry, we can get our mechs to strike it, which is actually really nice. Let's see, so we probably use... not this guy. Probably use our 2 tanks here. Should be able to kill it. Nice. We can use the mech here. I don't want to use my medium tank because I don't want my medium tank taking damage from an artillery, even if it's very little. I'm gonna put the artillery here because the mech's probably gonna move onto one of these squares. If it moves onto the city, that's okay. We'll take care of it in the following turn. Alright, so normally if you capture the city, they'll say, hey, we found the lab plans, and then they'll lead us to the base, but I already have it, so it's not telling us that. Alright, I think for this turn we're going to go ahead and build another artillery. I think that'll be good. Ouchie. Okay. So now, we do have our co-power. I'm actually going to use it right now. We are not going to be able to reach our Super CO power because it just costs too much, and we're almost done with the map. Blizzard is effective against Lash. Very effective, because even though Lash's co-power makes it so she can move terrain, or makes movement costs up equal to 1, in snow, she still gets affected. So with this, it'll be harder for her units to move through. Although she only has infantry, but what I wanted it for is the defense that it gives. So now my medium tank can attack here, or my tanks can attack here and not die, which is really good. We'll kill this artillery now, which is nice. So use our infantry here, go through the water, attack this mech even. Hurts a little bit, but it's okay. Regroup those guys. I'm gonna go attack this APC with our anti-air. There we go. So that's good. And we can build another tank, I guess. I don't think we'll need any more units, but we'll see. So she almost has her superpower. Hopefully we can kill her before she uses it. Ouch. Alright, so now our artillery can go ahead and kill the APC. We can kill the infantry here. So we're going to go ahead and attack her mech there. Alright, so now we can get this artillery in range of her base, so now her base is locked down. Whatever comes out of there will get shot. And I don't know, we'll build a rocket. Let's see, did she get her co-power? No, so that's perfect.
Toodles.
Alright, so she moved her artillery off of the base, which allows me to attack it with my infantry like this. Fortunately, I don't think I'll be able to kill this artillery this turn. Maybe. Oh yeah, actually we got lucky there. Nice. We'll move this artillery up to that top base, so we now can kill these. Oh wait, we finished the mission. Nice. I didn't think I was going to be able to this turn, but we actually did it. That's really cool. Uh-oh, this might actually be trouble.
Toodles.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to find someplace new to play. Toodles. This is it. Oh, okay. So you know what? The extra description comes at the end of the mission. I forgot. This is where my house used to be. Commander. And over there, that was the town square. I played here all day with the other kids in the area. It didn't even matter if we were up to our knees in snow. No, it didn't bother us one bit. Look right here. Can you see the outlines of the square?
Uh-oh.
Olaf.
Black hole.
For this, there can be no forgiveness. I still think it was longer than that, but oh well.
Continue fighting until my country is restored.
So, really easy mission, fun one. The hard mode version is very different too. So I can't wait to play that. But like I said, as we go along the campaign, the missions will get progressively harder. These are, you know, still the easier missions for sure. So like I said, on that mission you capture that bottom city, you can get the lab mission, which is this one over here. We're going to go ahead and play it really quick. This is one of those missions again where you can choose your CO to use. Grah, this is absolutely inexcusable. What's wrong this time? You know getting all worked up like that ain't good for your blood pressure, boss. Doesn't it make you furious? Look at what these black hole mercenaries are doing. They trespass on our land and have the gall to build up anywhere they please. This land belongs to us, and most importantly, it belongs to our people. Every one of our citizens deserves a place to feel safe and at home. That is what Blue Moon stands for. And that is the reason why we can't allow such atrocities to continue.
Okay.
Well, there's no denying the man's got a point. Commander Olaf, there's a base or something up ahead. It's just like the map said, which means we found their hidden research lab.
Yes.
Soldiers, prepare to fight in the name of Blue Moon. Alright, so you can choose your CO for this mission. I find that Colin is the only, you know, not the only, but the best CO for this mission. In the hard mode, he's like the only CO you can use in that mission. I'm not sure if it's possible to do it with the other two. So we're going to just go ahead and use Colin here. Then I can also introduce him. He's a new Blue Moon CO in Advance Wars 2. So mission 12, Neo Tanks. Okay. I think I'll be helping myself to those new weapon plans. Intrusion detected. Defensive system backlash initiated. Ugh, I am taking some serious damage. Computer, initiate document destruct sequence. The research lab will self-destruct in 15 days. Okay, so, new CO, Colin. He's new to Advance Wars 2. He's one of the most powerful in the game, for sure. He purchases units at a 20% discount, but they do suffer 10% firepower. So as you guys can see, Lash has normal firepower across the board. All of Colin's are blue and have that little dash, meaning they lost firepower. So his units are slightly weaker, but we do get to deploy them at a much cheaper price. It's a really cheap price. His CO power is Gold Rush. This is the most broken thing ever. It boosts your deployment funds by 50%, as well as gives 10% day-to-day defense. I'll explain that in a second. His Super CO power, Power of Money, increases firepower based on how much funds he has, so how much money you have. Power of Money, not too great, because I think it's only like 1 extra percent or 3% for every. I think it's maybe 1% for every 1,000 you have. I don't know. You need a lot of money in order to do a lot of damage with Power of Money. So maybe if you have like 20 to 30,000, it's good. But I think it's 3%. 3% for every 1,000 or something. But it's not that great, to be honest. Eventually, like if you have 20,000, you know, you get 60% extra firepower. It's pretty good. But then it means you have to save up your money, and it's not that great. But Gold Rush, on the other hand, it only costs 2 stars, and if you, let's say you have 20,000 gold saved up, you're going to get half of that added to your amount, so you'll have 30,000. If you have 50,000, you add half of that, you get 25,000 extra, you have 75,000 total, and it just gets bigger and bigger. So the more money you have saved up when you use your power, the more money you're going to get. 100,000, you get 50,000, so you have 150,000 next turn. Or, you know, after you use your co-power. So it's really broken. Usually against the campaign missions, you're not going to get, you know, all that money to do whatever you want, but it does help, for sure, especially when you're trying to, like, especially with Colin's low build costs. Look, Neo Tanks only cost 17.6 instead of 22,000. That's almost 5,000 cheaper. So just think if you had like 30,000. You can only build one Neo tank, but then you use Gold Rush and you can buy 2. So it's really nice. So anyways, we're going to start by building infantry. Our job is to capture the lab, which is over in this top right corner, or destroy every unit. She has bases of her own on this map. She's going to have 4 of them. So there's no way you're going to really be able to feasibly kill all her units in 15 days. But capturing the lab is a for sure way to go. We do have silos on the map. We definitely want to make sure we get the 2 silos in the middle, so she can't use them. The other 4, 2 on the left and the right, we will definitely be able to get for ourselves, no problem. So I like to use these silos right here to stop her capture game, just to make it so she doesn't charge at me with her army. You're going to need to use 3 silos on these 3 units, especially the medium tanks, because they are very strong. So it's a good idea to constantly or save up a couple of the silos for that. Now we're going to build an APC. We want to capture that base across the river as soon as possible. That's where you're going to start building your medium tanks or whatever you need to finish this mission. But otherwise, for now, these infantry are just going to capture these properties over here. Let's see. So again, we're going to use the silos to interrupt her capture game. 1 silo is enough for this first one. Or I could use 2, but then she might regroup. So I think this is fine for now. This infantry will probably go and capture the airport. And then we can move this guy over here, build another infantry for the APC. And we'll save up a little bit of money. I don't need to keep building too much infantry, since we are pressed for time on this one. So we don't need to spend all our money building an army of infantry. We want to build some tanks as quickly as possible. So we're going to capture this airport. Let's see, let's go ahead and launch this other silo, especially since she has some more units here. Definitely not going to be able to stop the capture. Well, let me see. What are they? We actually can. We can stop the captures, which slows her down even more. So I think we'll go here, and we'll launch another silo at them too. That way she can't capture those bases, and the less money she has, the better for me. Yeah, so it's going to take her a while to capture those bases, and then because these other infantry are damaged, it's going to take her even longer to capture those other properties as well. We'll keep capturing here. So these 2 silos for sure are going to go here, make these guys 2 4s. I might use this silo as well to make them once, because I might as well do that. Let's see, we're going to pick up this infantry, so we'll drop off this guy here. And then I think I'm going to build a tank on this left side, because I'm not sure if she's going to charge at me with something, or maybe she'll charge at me with the artillery. We want the airport, maybe build a copter or 2 to help out in defending against her. But it isn't important that we build anything out of this side to defend her. Against her, I should say. It's just to stall, kind of stall her so she doesn't kill me. Alright, so again, these silos are going to be for those top units, and we don't need them yet. So we're just going to go ahead and drop off the infantry over here to start capturing the base and the city. Again, we're going to need as much money as possible. Now we can spam our medium tanks. And again, I can build Neo tanks now, but because this is the Neo tank mission, I'm going to use only up to medium tanks like it's intended, in case you guys want a reference for this mission. So I'm going to leave this infantry here for now. We'll see if I need him to do anything. I think I'll also build an artillery on this left side as well, just because it is a little bit of a choke point on that left side with all the force. Yeah, she's also charging at me, so it's a good idea that I bring in artillery, I guess. Alright, let's get this tank moving up here. Alright, so start capturing the base, start capturing the city, and these 2 infantry will wait by the silos to use them. Or actually, I could probably just put the 1. I guess this guy can come with me. Because they're just going to hit these guys, and these guys aren't going to move, so... I guess for this turn... See, as you guys can see, she's taking a while to capture these properties because we damaged the infantry, which means she has no money to make other units, so now she's kind of stuck. So I guess for now we're just going to save up our money because we're going to build a battlecopter for sure out of that left airport. And then on the right side we're going to need medium tanks, so which we will build on the turn after. Let's go ahead and launch this first silo. Now that I think about it, I didn't mention what silos do. Silos are they can only be launched from infantry or mechs. And they offer 3 defense stars like a city. They deal 3 damage in a 2 square radius, 1, 2, or 3, I guess, in a a plus sign kind of thing. They're really useful. Usually they're deployed for the player to use. However, sometimes they are available for the enemy as well, so you have to be careful with them. They can be tricky to coordinate your attacks, but yeah, they're very useful, and like I said, they're usually made for the player to use, not the enemy. So now we have our battlecopter here, and we're just going to save up our money because that's all we really need is a tank, battlecopter, artillery on that left side. We just want to stall her again before she builds more units to attack me until I get my medium tanks on the right side. So it looks like she's trying to save up money for something. Yeah, she didn't build this turn. So did I read that right? She has 8,000 or 7,900 right now in her possession, which is interesting that she's not using it, but it doesn't matter to me. Okay, we'll launch the second silo, do another 3 damage to these units over here. Let's see, over here we can actually destroy this reek. I gotta love Colin's weak units, right? We're gonna actually launch that last silo over here as well. Just making sure that these units are useless. We can actually build tanks in this case, now that I think about it. Our units are a lot weaker now, because I'm thinking of like the hard campaign, the challenge campaigns version of this map, which is a lot harder. So actually, this is okay. We can actually continue to build units on this left side. So I guess on this map it is definitely possible to kill her on the normal mode, but in the hard mode, it is really hard to play this map. And when we get to it in the future, you guys will see why. So she does build an anti-air to defend against my battlecopters, and that's understandable. So her medium tanks did combine to make a 2, which is fine by me. I'm actually going to put this APC here like this to hopefully draw the fire. My tank should be able to kill anything anyways. Let's see, so we can use this anti-air, can move up as far as the tank. So we're going to use the battlecopter here. And maybe just block the pathway. Like this. And we can put the artillery here in case the tank moves forward. And again, we're just spam tanks, I guess, out of the top base. Because then we want to make sure we defend against any units that come from her bases as well. So our rocket's actually running, which is actually funny. That means the lab is pretty much free for me to go and kill. So this is nice. We can actually build or destroy this guy and attack the anti-air with my tank. And even though it's going to repair up, we're going to attack the her tanks as well with my battlecopters. Losing units isn't really going to be a concern on this map, so it's okay to do that. And again, we're just going to capture this lab on the following turn. So yeah, again, I guess the normal mode, very easy to play this mission, but you know, you gotta make sure you know what you're doing too. Like if I used all the silos on her units building, and I totally didn't use them on the medium tanks on the right side, then this would be a lot harder to do. But I know exactly what I need to do for this to win this mission, so it's pretty simple. So we'll start capturing that lab. We don't even have to do anything. We'll just move back, I guess, so she can't kill my units. Little bomber, look at that! Yay! Bombers are my favorite unit in the game, by the way. In case you guys didn't know that, I love bombers so much. Too bad Colin's bombers kind of suck. So anyways, let's see if we can kill some units before we finish this mission. I'm actually going to show off Colin's... No, actually, no, I take it back. We're probably going to do Colin's mission next anyway, so... let's just go ahead and kill some units before we move on. There we go. Not sure if I need those kills, but we'll see. Yeah, that's right. Finders keepers. We found the weapon plans, so now they're ours to keep. With these plans, I reckon we'll be able to use this new weapon in the next battle. These blueprints, not bad. Alright, start building new weapons. I'll be waiting at the next battlefield.
New weapon plans! We really got them!
Yay! Alright, so that was really easy. But yeah, so now we can build Neo tanks, or I can. But now we could have started building Neo tanks because of this mission. So if you want to do Blue Moon, I would suggest doing it this order just because Neo tanks are very strong, and you can actually start building them into the next missions following. So let's see. I'm going to play one more mission, I think. So normally I'd be playing this mission next, but I think for me, I'm going to play Colin's mission first because I just used Colin. I want to show off his powers for you guys. What? Did you just say black holes are on our northern frontier?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. With the formation they've taken, all signs point to an imminent attack. There's something not quite right here. The northern frontier hardly holds significance.
Sure thing.
That may be precisely why they're after it. What are you saying? Well, there's nothing there, so maybe they figure the defenses are weak. I wonder how we should respond to this. Our forces could arrive there before long, but it may be a trap. We can't be careless. That may be well part of their plan too. Heh, that's downright crafty, ain't it? We're not here to admire them. Someone has to go. Me or Grit. I'll go. You? You and Commander Grit should remain here, correct? Well, that leaves me. Now, there's a good idea. Let's send the youngster. Grit, you lazy... That boy's as green as can be. I may be lazy and he may be green, but you can't deny the kid's been working hard as all get out. That's interesting. I say it's high time we start treating him like a full-fledged CO. I see what you're saying, but that settles it. Colin, head up north and defeat the enemy. Sir, yes sir, I swear no matter what, I won't let you down. Easy son, relax a bit. Just do what you can and things will work out. And troop morale? If I'm not paying attention, don't go mistaking what I said. Now, being relaxed and being careless aren't the same thing. The lives of your troops hang on the decisions you make out there. Now, I know you must be thrilled to have your shot on the field, and that's just dandy. But you gotta remember, in moderation, understand? Sir, yes sir. Thank you, sir. Alright. So this technically would have been Colin's first mission, as he gets introduced. So it's gonna be mission 11, Reclamation. Commander Lash, Blue Moon troops have been spotted. Yawn, it's about time. Which one's in command? It's a young boy, CO, named Colin. Huh? That kid? I'm going to take a nap. Wake me up when he's older. I wanted the bearded geezer, or at least the scarecrow. What are your orders? Do you want the troops to attack? It's not going to be any fun if neither of them show up. Sound the retreat, I guess. Raise the white flags. Ma'am? Or we could just scrape them off the planet with fire and fury. I like that. Let's do that instead. Tee-hee-hee. Okay, and again, so, just to recap, Colin, 20% cheaper units, minus 10% firepower against Lash. So, we're just going to build infantry, of course, to start capturing properties. For this map, it's really simple. I'm not even going to really pay attention too much to this airport. I might be able to get 1 or 2 copters out, but I really want this airport over here and this base. These are going to be where we deploy most of our units. So we're going to send 1 infantry down that way. We're actually going to send 1 infantry over here. He's going to go through the river and the mountains in 2 turns to get to the base. It's the same distance whether I went this way or this way. I just like doing that because it's funny. And we're going to send this guy to capture this city. And then we're just going to keep building more infantry. So we're going to build an infantry APC and another infantry up here. And we're going to try and go over to that airport as quickly as possible in the middle. Lash is also going to be building a lot of infantry to start. I think she's going to build a tank or recon this next turn though. Alright, so let's go ahead and move these guys forward. See, I want to actually... So maybe we can... I could start capturing the city next turn. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start capturing the city next turn with this guy. We'll pick up this infantry right here and go to the airport. So for now, we'll just build a couple more infantry, and then we're going to need a tank, because I'm pretty sure she's going to build a recon or a tank this turn. Oh no, she built an APC. Oh, that's actually good. That gives us an extra turn to get our tank onto the front line. Okay, so that's good. So we can drop off the infantry here. We can capture that middle airport next turn. This guy can just go across the river. Let's go ahead and build that tank. I'm going to need it, for sure. This turn is going to be a recon, right? Should be. No, it's an artillery. What the heck? So the AI is not building the best units. I thought early recon was going to come and try to harass my units, but I guess not. So this mission is going to be even easier than I had thought it was going to be. Alright, so again, just keep sending your troops over here. I'm going to save up my money. Now I'm going to build this turn, because there's no point. I'm going to build the tank out of that front base anyways. Because if I build in the back, it would be where my current tank is, and it wouldn't have moved very far. So we can start capturing these cities. We're not going to go and capture and suicide an infantry here. There's just no point. But we are going to move our tank over here to the north. Because if I put it over here and she puts an infantry right here, then my tank can't move anywhere. So I don't want it to get blocked. And our infantry are just going to kind of sit in the mountains like this. Let me see. I'm going to refuel my APC for now. Maybe we'll go pick up this infantry in the back. So we can build a medium tank this turn. She saved up her money a little bit, so she'll have 12,000. I think for this turn we're going to build that battle copter out of this bottom airport really quick, because it will go over here, and next turn it can attack something early. I think we'll just build another tank. Kind of power in numbers in this case. I don't really need the medium tank yet, because she doesn't have any tanks of her own that I need to counter. There's one, but my battlecopters can easily take care of that as well. Alright, so now we can use our tank on the artillery. We can actually attack it with our infantry too. Let's see, move our other infantry up as well. I'm going to stop the capture now, even though it's going to hurt, it's okay. Let's see, this guy's going to come over through that transport copter. We'll leave APC here, and we'll pick up this guy in a couple turns. We're going to build a battlecopter in this airport this time. Like I said, we only needed this bottom one to build one unit early. Otherwise, it didn't really matter. We'll just build another infantry, I guess. Then we'll start building... Well, pretty much battlecopters every turn. Air units are very strong on this map because of the mountains and rivers. And as long as she doesn't have anti-air, then I don't have to worry about losing my copters, so that's good. Alright, so now we can go ahead and attack this tank. Bang. And then we can use our tank to finish it off. As far as our infantry goes over here, we're going to regroup a little bit here. Let's see, what can we do? Definitely going to kill this artillery. I think we'll attack with our tank here. We'll use the copter to kill the artillery here. There we go. Then we can attack these infantry. Like, we'll even attack the one on the mountain, even though it kind of hurts, it's alright. Then we can build another copter. Oh, I almost forgot about this guy. And another infantry. And I think maybe next turn I'll build an artillery, or a medium tank if we can afford it. So she rebuilds another artillery, nothing to worry about. Again, we'll just kill this tank with our battlecopters. We can actually kill the infantry with our tank here. Let's take care of this guy. So can we kill the T-copter? And we can attack the infantry with my tank. There we go. Very nice. Alright, so we have our co-power now. I think I'm gonna... Let's see. she does not have her co-power yet. So to help speed this mission along, I'm going to not use my co-power. I'm not even going to build units. Next turn, I will build use my co-power, and I will build bombers and neos out of the base and airport. Those will help me finish this mission a lot quicker than if I build a whole bunch of tanks, I think. Alright, so I have 24,000. After I use my gold rush, I should get 12,000 to have a total of 36, if I'm correct. Money falls from the sky. There we go. So now we can go ahead and build a bomber, and we can build a neo tank. Very nice. Alright, so we're going to get this infantry over here to start capturing the airport. We're going to block the airport this turn. That way she can't build any copters or anything from it. Still no anti-airs from her, so our copters can actually move forward without worry. I mean, the infantry can hurt sometimes, but they're not going to kill me, so it's okay. Start capturing her cities, that way she has no money to produce stronger units. So this tank is damaged, it's not really going to be too useful going forward, but we're going to have it hang around anyways. Just in case my other tank takes damage, I can regroup and make it another 10. She's going to use her power here? That's interesting. I'm actually a little bit shocked that she is, but she's probably going to attack my copters, I guess. Oh, my APC too, huh? So she does build an anti-air this turn, which is a bit unfortunate because that means I have to move my copters back no matter what. His artillery is also in a very good spot, so I can't just move in with my tanks either. So we're going to have to do this with our tanks and my APC to block off her units until my stronger units come into here, like so. Let's see, we'll move our copters back as well. The good thing about copters too, they can go where most units cannot, like through the mountains or the rivers. Alright, so this is where like having air units isn't always the best thing because one anti-air can lock them down. Especially my bombers, I do not want them getting hit by the anti-air. So we're going to build our artillery this turn just to save a little money. And it'll be good for locking down the bases if I can get it over there. Alright, so let's go ahead and use the Neo on the anti-air. Move you guys up. Let's see, so we'll go here. As long as we trap it, we don't have to worry about it killing my bomber. So we can go here with our copter and tank and use our bomber to attack the artillery. There we go. Didn't kill it, but that's okay, as long as we nullify most of its damage output. And we can move forward with our infantry, who can cross the rivers for me. Put the tank on the city repair, I guess. We'll build another bomber. And this should be pretty much it. I don't think I'll need any more troops after this. Especially since she has mostly infantry. She only built one infantry this turn, which is interesting. So let's see, we definitely want to clear the way for our Neo tank to move forward. So we'll probably one-shot here. That's how strong Neo tanks are. They can one-shot most units. Kill this anti-air. We'll use our infantry to kill the guy in the river. So go kill that artillery. We'll fly around and attack from the HQ with my bomber. We are just short of killing her. I might have been able to do it if I attacked in a different order. But, oh well. It is what it is. I guess I'll just end my turn. She'll probably build 2 units. Or 1 because she stayed on the base. We can use the Neo first on the anti-air. Kill this guy and use her bomber to finish off the map. Alright. So really easy. Colin's a really, easy CO to use because he can deploy more powerful units quickly. Just because of the minus 10% attack power, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Sometimes it makes a difference, but it's not really that detrimental. The money aspect of him makes up for it more than enough. Boo, nothing's going right. That's it, I'm going home. This is boring me anyways. Commander Lash, wait for us. Did they really retreat?
If Yes, sir.
No doubt about it. We've secured the enemy HQ, sir. I accomplished my mission? Wow, is that ever a huge relief?
Audacious,
Your command was
sir.
audacious, sir.
Sure.
Thank you, I'm glad you think so. I've just gotta keep this up and drive Black Hole out as soon as possible. He even knows that he's really good.
This is the beginning of my story.
So anyways, that's another easy mission to do. Colin's cheap production makes it really easy to play, so... And again, these early missions, really simple to play, regardless of how long you've been playing. I'm sure everyone can get S ranks on these missions. So, I'm going to end the video here. 45 minutes is nice. We did, what, 3 missions today? Olaf's Toy Box, Neo Tanks, and then Colin's first mission. When we come back next time, we're going to actually be playing both of Grit's missions. We're going to play one more Olaf mission, and then Colin's last mission. So we'll play 4. And then after that we'll play Blue Moon's mission, or final mission, and then we'll move on to Yellow Comet. Yellow Comet unlocks at the same time as Blue Moon. However, I like to go in order of Orange Star, Blue Moon, Yellow Comet, Green Earth. Because of the difficulty aspect, it increases as you go along. And then I also like to use, as a little bit of a spoiler, in Yellow Comet's final mission or Blue Moon's final mission, you get to choose an ally nation to help you. If you do Blue Moon's first, you get Orange Star. If you do Blue Moon, if you complete Blue Moon, then you get to use Blue Moon or Orange Star in Yellow Comet's final mission. Or vice versa, if you do Yellow Comet first and then go back to do Blue Moon, in Blue Moon's final mission you can use Orange Star or Yellow Comet as your ally. Whichever way, it doesn't really matter. The allied nation usually doesn't make too much of an impact on the mission itself. But I like to use Blue Moon first because the missions are easier, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next time we will be doing 4 missions, and then we'll continue on to the final battle after that on the following video. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, comment down below if you have anything to say, or if you like to give me any pointers or things to make things faster. I don't know. I did 300S on every mission, but I'm sure there's other things I could do better. Let me know what you think of the missions that we played today, and stay tuned for the next episode. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.